Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining this session today. Just to reiterate, the meeting is being recorded. My name is Ujjwal Bharadwaj, and I'll show you how the KE Hub helps organizations like yours access world-class mathematical sciences expertise to solve real challenges very quickly, effectively, and cost efficiently. I'm the Business, Industry, and Government Engagement Manager for the KE Hub. Today, I'll cover three things: who we are, how mathematical sciences can help you, and most importantly, how you can engage with us in a practical way. Our vision is simple but powerful. We connect organizations with the right mathematical expertise to solve real-world challenges. I use the term challenge to mean a variety of things in this context. It could be a problem, an issue that's facing a company, or it could be an improvement in a product or a process. It could be increased efficiency. In order to achieve this vision, we aim to be outward-facing, inclusive, and impactful across business, industry, government, and charities, denoted by the acronym BIG, who we help to address the challenges that they face. We are agnostic in terms of the size of the organizations that join us or the sectors they come from. Also, you don't need to already be using advanced maths to work with us. Many of our partners come with us with a process that isn't working as expected, data that they don't understand fully, or a challenge that they can't define yet. And we help them figure out whether and how maths can help. I'm also delighted to mention that the KE Hub was named the Knowledge Exchange Team of the Year in the annual KE Awards ceremony organized by the UK Knowledge Exchange Board. We are part of the UK's National Mathematical Sciences infrastructure, focused specifically on knowledge exchange, and we are funded by EPSRC. One of our biggest strengths is the scale of our network. We bring together maths academics from across the UK, represented by KE champions. We have dozens of knowledge exchange professionals who support mathematical sciences expertise at their universities. And we have early career researchers that carry out knowledge exchange. And these people could be either based in business, industry, and government or academia. Our focus today, however, is on the right-hand side of the slide, where your organization would be placed if you applied to become a KE Hub. You can see the full list of the existing big partners using the link there. There are over 100 partner organizations. I mentioned earlier that we have a variety of partner organizations, and you can see some well-known names there, but there are also some smaller companies. We have 50 plus SMEs within the 116 partners I mentioned there. And having such a vast network is beneficial. You don't need to spend time identifying the right university or expert. We do that for you. And most importantly is the fact that the partnership is free to join. And some activities within the KE Hub are absolutely free, others are subsidized. We feel that effective knowledge exchange results in maximum use of university-based knowledge, and that's what we focus on within the KE Hub. This slide really captures the value of mathematical sciences. There are quite a few ways in which maths can help. They enable deeper insights into systems and processes. So mathematics can help you see what's really going on beneath the surface, not just what's happening, but why it's happening. Maths is particularly relevant, excuse me, where outcomes are unexpected or not performing as intended. So this is especially useful when things aren't working as planned, results don't match expectations, there are inefficiencies, failures, or surprises. Maths can also help predict how systems will behave, both qualitatively by understanding patterns and trends, and quantitatively by providing precise numerical forecasts. Maths can help optimize performance under constraints, analyze large data sets, and improve decision making and risk assessments. Another key application is testing of scenarios in a safe and cost-effective manner. Maths can help you expand into new horizons and design robust experiments for data collection. Maths can support innovation in a variety of industry sectors, not least in digital technologies that include artificial intelligence and machine learning. Touching upon something that I mentioned earlier, maths is applied not just in fixing problems, but improving efficiency, resilience, and sustainability. It's particularly valuable when off-the-shelf software packages are insufficient for complex situations. Let me make this more concrete with a real example from an organization, Scott, where the company wanted to manufacture ultra-thin glass sheets, and they made some observations in their pilot plans that the edges were significantly thicker than the mid sections, and they tried altering process conditions which had no effect, and the presence of so-called fat edges caused the sheets to shatter when they were rolled up. And they had simulations done which also exhibited fat edges. What they gained from insights from mathematics was that the issue was actually inevitable given the starting conditions. So the fat edges were inevitable, and that a different initial shape could solve the problem. What can the KE Hub do for you? We can make collaborations easier by acting as front door for organizations to access academic mathematical sciences expertise. We work with companies to understand, to define and refine their challenges, and to see where maths can add maximum value. We organize regular events and for networking to initiate collaborations and knowledge exchange related training. And I'll come to some of these in the next few slides. We help people find teams to work on focused problems. We have pump priming funding available, and again, I'll share some details later on. We share a lot of information through the KE Hub, including good practice, funding calls, not necessarily just from the KE Hub, but beyond the KE Hub, and collaboration opportunities. We help in scoping out major cross-cutting opportunities for maths to power business innovation. So are you in a situation where you want to improve or understand better a current product or a process, and you're not sure whether mathematics can help or not? We have the triage workshops for you to help find the right expertise through the KE Hub. So triage workshops are held on a Friday morning for typically 1.5 hours of workshop, where the focus is on an individual company's challenge. There are people in the audience, there are relevant experts in the audience who discuss the challenge. And a key output from this workshop is to scope out what downstream activity can actually help resolve the challenge that has been presented. We've had 35 triage workshops so far, and you can see the logos of the companies that have had triage workshops with us. Some of the logos are mentioned twice there, and that's because they've found great value in the first session and come back for another workshop. Every big partner has the opportunity to present a challenge, one workshop per year as part of their membership. So that's a quote from EasyJet, who had a triage workshop with us. As mentioned by Adam there, it brought together experts from across the UK led to multiple collaborations, and they are moving forward with several of partnerships that have emerged due to the triage workshop. If you want regular ongoing access to certain maths themes and keep abreast with cutting edge developments, then we have something called as working group. So we have, so you can see there on the right hand side, you have working groups, 7 working groups listed there. What is a working group? It's a group of people who meet quarterly. There's an in-person meeting per year as well. It's focused on certain mathematical areas, the areas that you see there, from mathematical and data methods to optimum control and scientific computing. The output from each working group, there are a variety of outputs. It is could be a collaborative project, it could be a consultancy project, there is also a state-of-the-art annual briefing that is provided every for each working group. So that's something to consider if you want ongoing interaction with experts and to stay abreast with technical developments. There's a modest fee structure here. So depending on the size of the company, there is a fee to be paid for the second year. The first year is absolutely free to join. So we have one of the partners from Hebrium, Henrik, saying how the working group has helped them in showcasing techniques, state-of-the-art techniques that has really helped their business, and they are looking forward to continuing engagement with the maths experts and with other big partners as well. So it's a network of people there. Let's say you have a focused challenge and want to find expertise to address it. So we can help you find the right team to work on your challenge. This is through short projects. So short projects are focused, they are time limited, they are delivered by PhD students and under academic supervision. They are ideal for testing ideas, developing models, or generating early insights. So we provide appropriate support to ensure the right fit for your challenge. And there are options around IP, depending on your needs. There are a few examples there, and there are some ongoing projects. I'll name a few. So systems holding, just to give you an idea of the breadth of projects that we have. System holdings are looking to apply artificial intelligence to help their clients file their tax returns. DSTL are looking at data analytic techniques on a variety of data. And Fathom are looking to develop Bayesian models to update data from offshore wind turbines. Partners fund these projects. There is a discount for SMEs and small charities. And as I mentioned before, there's an option to own arising IP for additional fee. One of the companies that had a short project with us is Heathcote Industrial Plastics, and there's a quote from Nigel, who was really impressed with the progress made in such a short time. It's a 3-month period. And this brought insights to his business, and he's planning to integrate the work that was done to improve the accuracy and efficiency of their processes. This is about developing internal capability. So if you're interested in upskilling your workforce, you can take advantage of the training courses that we have at the KE Hub, majority of which are absolutely free and they are online. And there are how to series and good practice guides, that good practice sharing among the training sessions, and I'll mention in the next few slides about good practice guides that we develop as well. There are 3 training courses probably most relevant to businesses: AI in action, AI for efficient coding, and scientific machine learning. All these 3 have been free and online for the KE Hub business community, business, industry, and government community. They're a great way to build internal capability alongside the collaborative work that we do in the KE Hub. So that's a guide that's freely available and downloadable. So if you're interested in seeing how we develop and publish these guides, you can download this guide from the website. So there's a quote from one of our partners, Octoplay. They really found the Copilot training very useful in terms of speeding up their coding, and they've used this in their business activities. If you've made a connection to the KE Hub but need some funding to pay for an initial collaboration with an academic partner, we have some KE funding. Especially there are two schemes that I'll mention here. One is the micro projects for micro businesses. These are fully funded. They're a month's duration typically. Small charities are eligible for this, and the sort of topics that these small micro projects fund are quite varied, from analyzing data sets to designing algorithms, assessing risk, and supporting decision making. Then the other scheme is pump priming funds. So these are typically funding that's split between the KE Hub and organization, and they are of a 12-week duration. Again, if you are interested in any of these and would like to know more, please contact me, and I'll provide you with more details. We also signpost to funding opportunities that are outside of the KE Hub, not necessarily what we fund. So stay abreast of relevant grant funding opportunities through our newsfeed, briefing notes, and directed emails that you will receive periodically. So there's one example of a pump priming project. This is a quote from Monty Simmons, CEO of Holo Coach. They worked on a project with Loughborough University. They developed a new multi-camera capture approach, and this reduced the cost of producing, and it saved them a lot of money, as mentioned there. Just to recap, benefits for big partners: identify easy ways to figure out whether maths can help with your challenge. Find right people at universities to work on your challenge. The KE Hub allows you the opportunity to network with a variety of academics and companies in similar positions. So you gain from cross-pollination of ideas as well in these networking events. The KE Hub helps in signposting to opportunities both inside the KE Hub and outside. It offers novel insights into approaches and technologies. I mentioned guides, good practice guidance, and training sessions. There is opportunity for development of company staff through the training courses, access to project funding. I mentioned this before. Access to cutting edge technology, cutting edge ideas, and expertise from academics and students. And of course, the KE Hub offers a mechanism to address challenges through collaboration. To benefit from the KE Hub activities and funding, please join the partnership. If you have something to discuss about the partnership in more detail, please book a meeting with me, and you can use the email address there on the slide. If you want to discuss something about mathematics, if you are a bit unsure whether maths is applicable to your business, please book a meeting with Chris, again through the same email address. If you feel you're not ready to join yet, you just want to maybe see how what the KE Hub does, please feel free to join the news feed. Anyone can join the news feed. You don't need to be a member of the KE Hub to join the news feed, and it contains a wealth of information on opportunities within the KE Hub and beyond. You can also follow us on LinkedIn. I think I'll close with this thought. Many of the most impactful innovations today come from combining domain knowledge with the right analytical tools. Mathematical sciences are one of the most powerful and underused tools available. The KE Hub exists to make that capability accessible to you. So whether you have a clearly defined challenge or just a sense that something isn't working as well as it could, we'd be very happy to start a conversation. Thank you for your time now. I realize that there are some dates there. So this is for existing members, but potentially useful to potential members as well. We have two key events in the KE Hub diary: the summer event and the annual event, which and we would be very happy to meet you there. Thank you for your time. I appreciate there's a lot of information that I've compressed in this session. I look forward to your questions later on. But first, we have Ben Hepworth from the Ministry of Justice sharing his experience of how the KE Hub is supporting his organization. So over to you, Ben, and then it's back to me to take any questions. Thank you. Thank you for now.
Thanks, Ujjwal. I'm also happy to, since there's not that so many people, if anyone wants a more specific answer or anything, I'm happy to provide that at the end. But so I work in a small knowledge exchange team in MOJ. So we're like the primary interface with the KE Hub for colleagues within MOJ. So we circulate the newsletter and things like that. And myself and colleagues have been involved in a few of the initiatives that Ujjwal's mentioned in the slides. So we have presented a triage workshop for a specific sort of analytical problem that one of our teams was facing. The team that presented that got some really good feedback on the problem, and received a number of formalized bids to sort of take it on as a short project. And I was speaking to the team earlier this week, and they're just at the stage of deciding which one of those they're going to go with. They actually received far more interest than they possibly anticipated. I think they thought there might be like one person or one university interested, and I think they got about 10 different bids. So it became quite a challenge actually going through them all and figuring out which one was the best, because there was just such a breadth of interest there. Myself and a few colleagues within MOJ also attended a 2-day research workshop conference type thing, organised by the KE Hub at the University of Edinburgh. So this was looking at how to use AI and related methods within decision making. So that was a really interesting workshop, because it brought together a couple of different government departments, several of the big partners that Ujjwal mentioned, and across different scales as well. So small organizations, really large organizations, but all sort of united with a sort of common theme of looking at and thinking about how could embed AI and AI assisted technology within decision making. So it was a really well organized event. really interesting presentations, and then also sort of joint collaborative working sessions, looking at trying to think about all the different problems. And that was a really nice way of doing it, actually, because it, a couple of colleagues were there from MOJ presenting specific analytical problems, but in the group sessions, we actually got to think about the problems that everyone presented. So I was in one, and we were thinking about, I think it was like wind farm optimization as something. So it was quite nice to be able to sort of, get something back in terms of our own departmental problems, but also contribute to what was going on elsewhere at the workshop. And everyone that was there was really nice, and it was a really good sort of development opportunity as well. So that was great. I think I'll stop there because I've been talking for a few minutes, and I don't want to say a load of other stuff if people have questions. But yeah, we're really happy with how I think we've been a member for about a year now, I think. And yeah, it's a really good initiative to be part of. We're really happy with what we've got out of it from what we've put in, and could probably get a lot more if we had more resource to dedicate to being involved. So yeah, it's really good.
Thank you, Ben, for your comments. I think you touched upon something that I mentioned, I think, in my presentation as well, that often it's the networking and learning things from other industry sectors, and so it's a application of something that's been tried and tested in a totally different environment that you found that you can find interesting and apply to your own situation. So it's one of the benefits of this type of networking. Thank you, Ben. But if there is no further question, then thank you for joining. Thank you for your time, and Ben, thank you for sharing your experience. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.